This is Alana Holmes reporting to you live from the living room. I'm here today to give a PSA about responsibility. Responsibility means that you're in charge of it and you take care of it. For example, if you're responsible for your pet fish, that means that you decide where the fish goes, you decide what kind of fish food they eat, and you have to take care of it by cleaning out the fish tank and feeding the fish food. Some responsibilities that I have are going to work, paying bills, teaching my children, making sure that I go grocery shopping so that everybody has food to eat. Some responsibilities that children have are making sure their room is clean, doing their schoolwork and homework, being accountable for their actions and holding other people accountable for theirs, using their hands and their words kindly to make sure they don't hurt anybody else. And when they make a mistake, making sure it gets corrected, as well as doing any chores that they may have. Now, you probably noticed I said accountability, and you may not know what that means, so I want to touch a little bit on that. Accountability means accepting your responsibility. It means admitting that you made a decision to do or not do something, and accepting whatever consequences may have come from that decision. For example, it's Bill's responsibility to make sure he turns in his homework every day. If he turns in his homework, the consequence is that he may get a good grade and his teacher may give him a reward. And the consequence of him not turning in his homework is that he will get an F and his teacher will not give him a reward. Now, if Bill doesn't turn in his homework, he can take accountability by saying, I made the decision to not turn in my homework. And that caused me to not get a good grade, and it caused me to lose my reward. And next time I can do better by making sure I put it in my book bag as soon as I'm done with it so that I can't forget it in the morning. Or he can make an excuse and say, my mom should have put it in my book bag for me. She knows I'm forgetful. Or that stupid teacher is so mean. She shouldn't be expecting me to do homework like the other kids because I don't think like them. Or that teacher is so mean. She shouldn't have not given me a reward just because I didn't turn in my homework. Everybody else got one, so I should have got one too. She hurt my feelings. I didn't know I had to turn it in to get a good grade. I'm just a boy. And then if he doesn't take accountability, his mom or his dad or his teacher can hold him accountable. And holding somebody accountable doesn't mean to demean or disrespect them. It just means to let them know what their responsibility is and what they expect from them and what will happen and what the consequences will be if they don't meet that expectation or take care of their responsibility. For example, his teacher can hold him accountable by saying, Billy, turning in your homework is your responsibility, so I expect for you to do it. I know that it may be hard to remember sometimes, but if you don't do your homework, you won't get a passing grade and you won't get a reward. And it can even lead to you having to stay in this grade and not moving forward to 5th grade next year. And I know that that wouldn't make you feel good. I don't want that for you, and I'm sure you don't want that for yourself, right? So what can you do to make sure that you meet your responsibility of turning in your homework in the morning? I guess I can just make sure that I put it right in my book bag when I'm finished with it. Miss Wilson, you're right. I do want to make sure that I go to the 5th grade next year, and it does make me feel good when I take care of my responsibilities. Right, Billy, and I understand you're upset you didn't get a reward. You will have another opportunity. Remember that everybody makes mistakes. It's just important for us to correct whatever we can and to do our best in the future to make sure that we don't keep repeating the same mistakes. Okay, I understand, Miss Wilson. I'll try my best from here on out. We just have to take accountability for our responsibilities and make sure that we hold other people accountable for their responsibilities to us. And most importantly, don't be too hard on yourself. Remember that everybody makes mistakes, and as long as you try your best and learn from your mistakes, then that's all that matters.